Today we're going to work on eliminating wheel hop on our 2018 Mustang with help from Steeda. These Steeda vertical links will be direct replacement for the factory vertical links on all 2015 through 2018 Mustangs. This is part of the IRS rear suspension. What happens is the factory links will actually flex under load, which can cause wheel hop. These are going to be much stronger, made of 6061 billet aluminum with CNC machined delrin bushings. And these are going to be a direct replacement and are very easy to install. For this installation, you need a lift or a jack and jack stands, half-inch ratchet, half-inch torque wrench, 15mm socket, 18mm socket, hammer, small pry bar, and a decent sized Phillips or flathead screwdriver. Your factory vertical link is located right here. Now they are not side specific, they're exactly the same on both sides. To remove them, remove this bolt here that actually threads through the control arm, and this bolt here that has a nut on the back side. You need to use a small pry bar to remove it. Here you can see the stock vertical link versus our Steeda. I mean, the build quality is obviously huge, stamped steel versus the billet aluminum, but the bigger difference here also is the bushings. These are rubber bushings versus CNC machined delrin. This will be a much stronger piece. It's not going to add any NVH to the car, but it's definitely going to help with our hop issues. Before we can install the new vertical link, you want to grab the supplied grease. I'm going to put a liberal amount on the faces of these bushings. And now we're ready to install. All right, put the new arm up into place. Make sure this pointed section here goes towards the top. Just shimmy it over or tap it with a hammer. The link in place, what we're going to do is grab a larger screwdriver. We'll start with lining up the top. That one's actually easier to line up. We'll get the nut and bolt in place, and then allow us to line up the lower, which is a little more difficult. Pushing down is kind of the best way to get this aligned. This might take a little bit of work to get it just right. Now we're going to torque the bolts back to the factory spec. 129 foot-pound on the bottom, 76 on the top. We'll repeat the process on the other side to reinstall your wheels and tires, and your installation's finished. Replacing the factory vertical links with our Steeda billet links will do a great job of keeping the rear planted under load and will definitely help out with wheel hop as well. The installation, as I showed you, is pretty straightforward. Just take your time with that lower bolt and make sure you have it lined up properly before you try to tighten it. Overall, it's probably an hour installation. We'll be back on the road in no time.